Hello Manhwa Readers, welcome back. After going through several research, we have this top 10 sweet and sour story Yuri version to read. So without further ado, let's dive into the topic. Number 10 we have Free Blooming. Dinner with friends take a turn when Yeonji called her college ex show up. After all those years, Ava want to try again, and to date like they used to. Should Yeonji give it a second chance when all Ava did was leave her broken and humiliated? And why is Ava reaching out now? Just as their old college friend, Mojo, has returned from abroad. The timing is peculiar, but something different about Ava. Will the two rekindle a broken love, or will dark secret of the past stand in their way? Well, this Yuri contains a heavy theme, so please read with caution at your own peril. Not a personal favorite, but if anything it's real and I resonate with MC though on dating, even though her serial dating behavior is kinda complicated, but the story is messy, but I really like it. In position number 9 we have Please Bully Me, Miss Villainous. Tells a story about Yufin, reincarnated into Otome game as the rich villainess. According to the game's plot, a character loathed by everyone such as herself has the main role of bullying the heroine, pushing her towards the various love interests' romantic route. But it seems like there's something wrong with Elsa. This manhwa is not like the other smooth Yuri because this is shoujo ai. For a Chinese manga, the art style is quite pretty. The story might be boring at first, but it's getting good up to 10 chapters. But as someone who doesn't really like angst or drama stories, this is a great time filler. Next, we have Toy Xbox. Tells a story about Taeyi, has reputation on campus for being extremely beautiful but a hard nut to crack. There's a reason for that. She would much rather enjoy the company of her toys than other people. She's had enough of complicated and bothersome relationship with real humans. That is, until a certain underclassman, Kim Ha-on, approaches her. After being convinced that she needs a partner to make the most of her new toy, she reluctantly let Ha-on in on her fun, but only on a strictly no strings attached basis. Things were supposed to be purely physical, but it was only a matter of time before someone started to chat feeling. Will Ha-on become Tae's new favorite toy, or just be thrown back in the box with the rest of them? It got really toxic. If you're strong enough to handle this kind of manhwa, where it was supposed to be Bdsm, not abuse nor assault, and you can stand romanticizing rape and ignoring others' boundaries, I don't recommend it. But if you want some toxic and possessive MC with thrillingly love on top, then you should go for it. Next we have the Barefoot Nina. Tells a story when Eunso, a shy and timid girl, was forced to transfer to the elite Stella Academy of the Arts. She expects lonely school days filled with cutthroat competition. So she's taken by surprise when the free spirit Ina takes a sudden liking to her. The two girls become closer as they secretly meet on the rooftop after class, and Eunso's friendly admiration grows into something more. Luckily, Ina returns her feeling as well, but they seem to border on the dark obsession that grows larger by the day. What will happen when Eunso discovers the hidden reason behind Ina's mysterious love? Overall, love of the relationship was sweet, then shifted into another direction further into the story. Great art style and coloring, but the plot is a little bit downer. It may be some people's cup of tea, but some are not. Read at your own risk, since we might have different tastes. Next we have Heartful Lady. Tells a story about a girl named Yoo Sung-ha, the infamous queen of popularity who is known for flirting with only women has ended her very short relationship and is ready to commit to a proper relationship from now on. That's when the new transfer student, Shin Rahwi, entered Yu Sung-ha radar. In order for Sung-ha to properly date, she knows that she can flirt with other women again and has to wash her hand of her sticky past before approaching Shin Rahwi. If we're talking about the art style, there's no doubt that this one also has a beautiful art style. As for the storyline, it's really interesting, where there's triangle love and kinda toxic, but sadly there's only 14 chapter has been translated, and no update till now. Number 5 we have Please Kill Me Now. Haegu, a proficient and merciless hitwoman, executes a man in front of his own daughter and takes the child under her wing. She decides to name her Mian, the word for sorry in Korean. She gives her one mission: kill me when you can. From that moment, Mian decides that she will do this by choking Haegu with pregnant love and emotionally manipulating her into submission. But as Mian grows into an adult, she's thrown into confusion as what was supposed to be pure revenge turns into lust, and possibly real love. Meanwhile, Haegu grapples with her own feeling for Mian while continuing to carry out life-threatening missions. Can Haegu and Mian ever learn to truly love each other? Or are they doomed to drown in their toxic cycle of violence and revenge? The art is nice enough, like the story is pretty spicy but dark at the same time. I mean, we see a hit girl take on a poor girl who was trafficked. She rescued her and became her guardian. The poor girl then tries to take revenge but in a more romantic way. Check this out if you wanna see more. GL got this. Number 4 we have My Princess Charming. Tells a story about 21-year-old Yuna is tired of having guys hit on her all the time. As popular as she is, she's been single her whole life. Just when she decided to make herself a boyfriend to fan of guys, she met a handsome guy who looked good enough to be her boyfriend. But wait, the guy is actually a girl? In fact, rumor says that Min is a lesbian. Nonetheless, the two decide to pretend to be in a romantic relationship. I had fun reading this story. Honestly, I want to slap Min's passive-aggressive girlfriend, but then I also understand how difficult it is to come out in public, especially when you have an influential position. But even if I understand their situation, an energetic bitch like Yuna is still the best girl and perfect for our Princess Charming. Check this out and have fun! In position number 3 we have Shh, Top Confidential Report. Tells a story about a new employee Ayong has been secretly in love with her boss, Jung Sang-he. Then one day, while secretly masturbating on Sung-he's desk, Ayong discovered her secret diary and discovered the shocking truth. Ayong really admires her boss, and it does look obvious, and you might feel embarrassed too when reading this in certain chapter. However, have to say lads, this is good stuff if you like you're in that kinda mood. Next, we have The Girl in the Birdcage. Yongkwang Arts High School makes a clear distinction between the talented and the mediocre. The talented receive full benefit of the gifted and talented program funding, training, opportunities to participate in exclusive art contests, while the mediocre are left to fend for themselves in the hope that they too can one day make it into the prestigious program. Talent equals power in this competitive school, but when Chung-eun, a GT student, falls for Yumi, a non-GT student, the tables are turned. While Chung-eun is blinded by Yumi's charm, Yumi got a hidden agenda. Overall, this is a very beautiful story. I recommend it so much. So please support the author or artist who made this. It's really beautiful. In position number 1, we have Bad Thinking Diary. Tells a story about Minji and Yuna who have always been together from the age of 17 to the age of 21. They are each other's best friend. From one day, the relationship is subtly different. Minji wet dreams about Yuna started. The relationship begins to change into something other than their best friendship. Unrequited love, excitement, and obsession, Bad ideas growing up in their own minds. Where will their bad ideas, which began on a loose of college campus, finally arrive? Overall, this manhwa is still ongoing. Currently, 12 chapter has been translated. This manhwa is masterpiece. Even the art style is drop dead gorgeous, and they make every character look hot and stunning. It's something that you rarely see in every Yuri manhwa. This is one of the best Yuri I have ever read. I definitely recommend you to check this. But beware, you might get addicted to it.